and gentlemen, boys and girls, what's going on? ThugBirdz, let's get it! Let's get it! All right, we are live. We are live. We are live.
Indeed.
What's going on, everyone? We are live now. Live and direct with ThugBirdz, episode 2. Let's get it going on, get it started, and get it going on. Once again, it's your boy Gaddis TV, a.k.a. I should have got the thug in there, man. I got to get my thug number. Jeez. But episode 2, now live and direct. Host again. We got your boy New Money. And just like last time, started off. Money, introduce yourself, Young, and everyone else who's here. Start it on.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy New Dumb Money. I make videos on YouTube, and recently I'm just a meme rapper for NFT projects, so you know what it is.
Yo, what up, everyone? I'm like involved with the ThugBirdz project, and don't really know much about music, but I'm excited to hear you guys talk about it.
Oh yeah.
Monkey next.
Hey
Anyway,
fellas,
Monk.
hey, this is Monkey, make meme videos and do community management at Audius. Looking forward to great cacaws out here. Cacaw!
Cacaw. Look at that cacaw right
Yo, it's your boy Sosa. We out here, ThugBirdz, big bird shit. We just here talking music and good vibes, cause you know that's what we do.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yo, it's Notorious NFT. Do crypt hop and meme rap about NFTs, and I love the fucking ThugBirdz, man. I love this project, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Happy to be here as well, man. Listen, if you don't know, there's a contest going on right now with the one and only P-Dot. Made the beat over there. It's playing in the background. Listen, do yourself a favor. Go over to Audius. It's on the ThugBirdz page. And if you just go ahead and make basically, not the beat, but if you go ahead and make basically a rap to it, anything you can sing to it, it's
Rap
basically
a
the contest.
song, yeah.
Exactly. If you go ahead and put an entry in there, you get basically a free NFT from Audius and ThugBirdz, and then the 2 top winners, as far as I saw on the post, will have actually win an actual free ThugBirdz. So if you haven't seen the market yet, it's been kind of flying. So take it how you have it. Take it how you have it. But
Yeah, and there's not a lot of competition, so it's kind of an easy bird. If you got any skills on the mic, get an entry in, honestly.
for sure.
I just wanna add that the current floor price on digitalize.market is 26 Solana for one ThugBird. So 26
Oh
Solana,
damn,
pretty big,
Worst case scenario.
pretty big prize.
nice.
So basically, we want to do this one to get kind of situated with the music scene, because if people don't know, if you haven't been keeping up with Twitter, the hype, there's a lot of different people, a lot of hype coming around here. One, I'll say, because I thought it was pretty hype, was Wakka. So, you know, that was pretty dope. You know,
Yeah.
I was hoping to get him on the stream somehow, but, you know, of course, that man's probably a busy man. But,
Yeah.
I mean, that shows us so, like, just the hype around everything. So,
Couple big names. You got Illmind on there too. Illmind's got his actual profile picture as the ThugBirdz.
100%, I saw that too. You know, I was
Usually
that
Illmind,
was
like
crazy.
he's got his hands into stuff like way before most people do. So for him to like get on board is like kind of a super bullish sign for me, because I've
have it
been
as the profile picture.
I've been following him for like that's what I mean. Like he really
Yes.
like likes this. So for him to
Yeah.
actually change his profile picture and to like actually like get on board with the whole thing is actually pretty super bullish for me. I don't know about anyone else, but
He got some dumb
Yeah.
credits. Like he's been on some huge tracks. Like
yeah, dude, he's one of the goats, man. He's kind of flown under the radar the whole time too. He's done it like totally right.
I didn't even know he had like Uzi songs, and I was like, what?
That
Yeah,
he's
man.
on the thing. He says like goats, man. Grammy Award winning, like he's been.
He
doing
does
it
his
for
own
that.
like sample packs and stuff. He works a lot with the drum broker, and like he's got his like everywhere you look, he's everywhere where there's money flying around. So it's pretty bullish for him to be on board with ThugBirdz.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
hard.
There's
100%.
I
like
can't wait till fucking make
all
an
these
appearance.
celebrities getting into NFTs, but it's like sometimes I don't know, it seems a bit fishy. Some of these celebrities getting
It's
involved. It
cringy.
seems
Some
like
of it, a lot of it's cringy because like they see all the
yeah,
money flying around, right? And they're like, they get the
Yeah,
lizard
hold
people
on.
on, right? They're like, how can I
Yeah.
get, my grimy little hands on the next million, right? And extract it out. But you can kind of recognize real. Basically, you can kind of tell who's
yeah,
in it like for real and who's just like looking over and going, "Yo, there's money flying around. Let's get our hands in it," kind of
Quick
thing. But
grab.
It's interesting to see whose fan base they can convert into crypto, right? Because what you have going is so strong is you have a community of people, and so the people get together to be part of this community. Is a superstar artist who has fans go to real life concerts, is that superstar artist going to be able to convert those real life people into this, into their crypto community? Are they going to be able to build things like you've built, right? So like somebody's celebrity doesn't necessarily mean that their NFT is going to connect in this environment and in this community, right? So that's what's going to be interesting. Everybody thinks they can jump in it, but not everybody's going to be successful in it, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah,
But I got a point on that though. I was thinking about it, and I think what it might be is that, say, NFTs becoming more mainstream-ish. Like you're seeing it pop up more in normal spaces and, just on social media. Like maybe seeing your favorite artist post something about an NFT is like that last trigger that makes you say, "Oh, let me like seriously look into crypto." You know what I mean?
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
I
that's
feel
a
like
good
it could be
point.
like that.
Help mainstream it. Yeah, help mainstream it. Yeah,
No,
Yeah,
100%.
good
because
point.
you've seen it left and right, and then you hear it from your favorite artist. It's like, okay, like hold up, let's see what this really about.
No,
That's
I
what
mean,
I
the
feel
yeah,
more
pros and
than
cons to
that.
everything on that 100%. Because, like y'all said, like it's how many can they convert, and on the flip side, even if you got the millions of followers, it's great to have eyes on it. But at the same time, because one of my buddies got one of the NFTs, which he's good with it, with one of the celebrities and on, he was super hype. But I'm like, man, how many people do you think like know how to actually get sold, get an NFT? You know what I mean? Get the wallet transfers from either FTX or something else. I was like, it's good to see the eyes on it. I think everything's gonna be more blowing up. Like once people know how to do that, you know what I mean, on the regular basis. I think that would be super sick.
You know what I think it's gonna be? Honestly, I feel like a lot of us in the NFT space, even just from our profile picture, no one really puts up the real picture. But I feel like once people make life changing money and it translate into their real life, everyone who know them and like around them gonna start questioning like how you do it, and you gotta
Mm-hmm.
tell them NFTs, and then from there they see you already made it. So you know what I mean? It's like word of mouth, seeing it firsthand. I think that's gonna make it go super mainstream as more people just like
Hell yeah,
get successful.
hell yeah. Get that bag of crypto.
That bag. So I had a question because since it's all kind of music related and everything, um, basically, I mean, Thug said it on the one of the first podcasts. There was like basically the Thug label got some people in the basically what a Twitter chat that people are basically music related. You know what I mean? That's why, and I reached out to everyone in there just because honestly, I thought it was cool. Honestly, basically just thing that y'all were doing. So my question was, I want to know how long, honestly, y'all been doing the music scene for. Everyone from the co-host, because I've never even asked him, to everyone for the most part. Since we're music related, how long y'all been in the game for?
Well, I'll start. I've been in music my whole life. Like my dad got me playing guitar. I think when I was like 6 years old,
Strong.
and I think I got on stage for my first time in grade 7 or 8. Me, my buddy Zach Rose, and my other buddy Jesse Brown had a three-piece rock band. We were called the Monkey's Paw, and we played at all the dances and stuff. It was really sick, having all like like the people scream at you and stuff. Um, and my dad taught me like everything he knows. He'd been on stage like his whole life too and stuff like that. He'd been like a metalhead, like a long-haired metalhead dude. So I've been in music my entire life. I started making beats when I was 14 for this guy named Toast. He was local rapper dude. He was like a biggie. Like he was like super like fat, right? And like but like he could rap, bro. Like he was really good at rapping. And me and him are best friends now. If you listen to any of my music, like he features on my stuff all the time. But like, I didn't know this guy, and he was like, "Yo, you make beats, bro?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, I make beats. Like, let's do this." So like, it was MC Toast and P Doc, and like from like when I was 15, and then I started rapping when I was 16 with him because he was like, "I'm tired of rapping by myself, bro." I'm like, "All right, I'll rap with you." And then yeah, it was got into doing that. I did my first show, and yo, this is crazy. My high school was small. It was like 600, 700 people, and we had our first show in a huge field. My buddy has a farm, and he has like this flatbed trailer, and we put like a tarp over it in case it rained to make like a stage, right? And we got like these these floodlights and shit. I rented a sound system from this local like music shop, and it was like crazy loud, and we got like a PA and all this shit, and we put it together. We had a huge show, like 400 people showed up. We made like we made like $5,000. I was like, what the fuck? And ever since then, I was addicted right there. I was addicted to throwing like live events and stuff. And ever since then, I've been doing most of my live events in like Toronto and the GTA. Right before COVID hit, I was doing it a series called what was it, The Hype, and it was just a bunch of cool local rappers and stuff like that. So I've been heavily involved in Toronto's like hip hop scene and stuff like that. If you heard of anyone from Toronto, I probably have either talked to them or seen them live. So
Hell
Damn, I know you was in the 6. You kind of close. I might
Yeah.
gotta pop out.
yeah, dude, I'm in just north of Newmarket.
I bet you know about Sandbox Studios in downtown Toronto.
Yeah.
I recorded there before.
Oh shit, my buddy
Yeah,
LK.
yeah.
I don't know if you know LK5. I'm going there later on. He's in Mississauga.
Nah, I don't. I'm not in Canada. I'm in Minnesota, but you know it on the border.
Oh, true.
Canada.
Yeah.
And a
Right
lot of
on,
my
man.
folks up in the 6, so
Minnesota.
Up in the six.
Minnesota.
That's
Where
like
you
mini
at in
Canada.
Where you at in Minnesota?
I'm in Minneapolis. I'm in the city.
Dope.
So
Yeah.
Some of my biggest influences is fucking Atmosphere.
Nice.
So
I ain't
you-
from
so you
Minnesota
probably-
though.
Yeah, okay. I'm sure you probably hear
I'm
that
from the
though.
Bahamas.
Oh,
Bahamas,
no
the
doubt.
islands, yeah.
Yeah, I'm from the
Wow.
island. Yeah, my granddad actually, he was Jamaican. He moved to the Bahamas in like 1950, some old shit. And he started a record shop. All the Bob Marley, like as it's coming out, the vinyls, like you know what I mean, like them real
what's
old
up.
school reggae hits. He had
Yeah.
a record shop.
that's dope,
So like
man.
That's
my
super
mom,
dope.
she was in tune with the music growing up. Like she was all the hits.
Damn.
Yeah, it's cool
That's a
though.
good story. So how'd you end up in Minnesota?
Just college. When I graduated high school at 18, and I was like, my parents didn't went to college, but they did well, so they sent me to college. So they sent me up here, Minnesota, and yeah, I just been there ever since.
Where was you a Golden Gopher? Golden Gopher? Where would you go to college?
Nah, I went to
Golden
St. John's,
Gopher?
just like an hour north. The Golden Gophers
it
is
what?
like you,
Oh, got you.
yeah. But yeah, bro, I just started rapping in college because like it's some college shit to do. Like, let's buy a mic, let's figure out how to mix. We just gonna record in the room, and you know, this shit got to where it is.
Do you usually like make the beats and everything as well, or like just like
Nah, I be spending out of pocket buying the licenses, the beats,
no,
bro.
for
But
sure.
I mean, at the end of the day, you gotta do it the right way, right? Producers, they ain't doing this shit for free. It take time and effort, and you know, can't be doing it the
Yeah,
wrong
for
way.
sure. You know, it takes hours sometimes to make like, especially if you're like making like a really nice heater. It's going together really, really good. You're like, man, this was worth it. You know what I mean? I really kind of some producers they don't even rap. They're like, I don't want to let this go. It's like an NFT. They're like, I
Yeah.
don't want to let this go. It's too hot. I don't even, you know, like I want to save this in case like, you know, something I get big or something like that.
And
So,
another thing is, you never know what song you just drop. Like the rest of your songs might just pop, and you need to have the
Mhm.
legal shit straight. You don't
straight up.
like, oh, your song's about to pop, but then they take it down because you don't have the rights to this beat. And now
Or
in the
you know,
contract.
now you have no leverage because you don't own it,
Yeah.
and now it's already popped. You owe everyone a bunch of money and shit. And they're like, yeah, we got you. You know, we'll give you 10, 20%, but like, you know, it is what it is kind of thing. And you're like, fuck. And had you known, just paid an extra $400 for the exclusive or like at least an unlimited license, you probably would have been in way better position, right? So,
Yeah, bro, you gotta invest in yourself. You can't be cheap.
I mean, I think that's actually a good important. I mean, my bad. I want to stop it on that. Y'all have me thinking because I just paid. I got a buddy that pretty not big, but he's worked with some people as well. And, you know, I bought some beats from him and everything as well for other, you know, Twitch stuff. And I got a damn 4-page, you know, document of everything. I'm like, man, I just wanted, it can't be like 3 sentences, you know, the rights owned, everything that. No, that's a whole thing that like you do have to know what you get into because yeah.
I had to get a manager because I don't understand it, and like
100%.
I got ripped off $1,000 for a verse, and I started taking it a little more seriously after that, and I was like, fuck, man, okay. So my buddy Jack, he does the metal
Harlow?
thing. No. He's in a metal band, but he's signed to like Warner Canada. So he knows like the business side of things. He's flown all over the States, toured and stuff like that. So I hired him as my manager, and it's like, and he hasn't really like saved my ass yet, but like he's also guided me and told me like he's exposed how crazy the world is and how like cutthroat and how like how easily you can exploit people who don't know what they're doing out of their money. Do you know what I mean? It's pretty crazy.
That's how it's all legal stuff.
Bro.
It's, hey, you know what I mean? If 10,000 views, you own it after 10,001, then, you know, it's not, you know, that 10,001, it pops off and you're like, oh, heck yeah, I'm getting it. No, you signed for the 10,000, you know? So I thought I do want to bring up, but I cut off Notorious as well, you know, so.
Yeah, man.
How'd your stuff start?
I'm just an NFT rapper, bro, man. I've always loved hip hop. I've done, you know, different things over my life in rap music, in front of a microphone and behind the scenes with lots of different artists. I won't go into all that. I live in Los Angeles, and I saw what was going on in the NFT space, and I saw what you guys were doing, and I saw what some other cats were doing, and I had to write some raps about it. I had to jump in and you know, be part of the community. So that's really what I've been about this last, you know, really couple months, was just trying to come up with the coolest, you know, vibiest type NFT raps I could, in hopes that just people like them and share them and play them. And it's really just it's like a pastime for me, you know what I mean? Like I really just enjoy hip hop so much that I just like making beats. I like rapping on beats. I like NFTs. So in this weird way, it was I was able to combine all these worlds and just have fun with it. So that's really what I'm all about.
Hell yeah. Weren't you the one that made I don't know if it's a ThugBirdz podcast, but the one with the Bears with Yogi? That shit went kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, yo, geez,
That
that's
was
what
funny.
started. That's what started it all, man. Was somebody told me I discovered the Saul Bears, and someone told me the story about it. And I just thought it was funny as fuck I thought it was funny as fuck how Yogi sort of ghosted everybody, and people started.
Bro, he
flipping out.
dirty as hell for that, bro.
It just made me laugh so hard that a homie of mine was like, "Yo, man, it's like Stan. It's, you know, it's like Eminem Stan. Someone should do like a Hey Yogi, you know." And so I was like, "All right, I'll try that shit." So we did it. We thought it was funny. And then like we wanted to make a real theme song though. Like that's what I'm hoping is getting across, is that like I don't want, it's not to be corny, it's not to be like Malibu's Most Wanted style rap. Like if I make a song, I want it to be a good song still. I don't want it to be like a joke. I don't want to. So
Yeah.
the Bear Life song, I was like, how can I make a song about Yogi and these fucking bears, but at the same time make it like a dope song that I would also want to listen to if I didn't know anything about this community or these bears. So that's what we've been trying to do a little bit, and it seems to be working. I'm having a fucking great time doing it, I'll tell you that.
If
And
you
I
can pull
probably-
like that balance off, that'll be like the ultimate NFT song. Like where
Right.
people don't even know they're listening about an NFT. I know what you're saying.
Right.
Smart guy for doing that.
Yeah,
That's-
well, we'll see
really good.
we'll see what happens. It's definitely during COVID, there's nothing to really do. So it's been just real fun just to see where it goes and see what's next. Like I've got so much content. Like my homie and I, we got content stacked for days. Like there's so many songs we haven't even released yet, and we're talking to all these different communities about, like when we're gonna release. We got one for the exiled apes. Those exiled apes got done fucking dirty. So we're
My
gonna
buddy's
do
Yeah.
one of
something
them.
for the apes. We're gonna do something for some other communities too. But I love the ThugBirdz. I think the ThugBirdz have the strongest community in my opinion. I think that I love everything about the steez of it. I love the way people use the birds in their profiles. I love the way it's attracting people like Wakka and I think that if we keep pushing, you're gonna see other rappers. I think I don't want to say bigger than Wakka, but I think you're gonna see other rappers see what I see and see what you guys see, which is the community and like the cool factor. You guys have like a cool factor going on that I don't think a lot of people have. So, I can see maybe even someone like Snoop Dogg wanting to be in it
Yeah.
anyway. If you
Yeah.
know
For
what I mean?
sure. It's only no Snoop Dogg's inevitable.
Inevitable.
Inevitable. He's coming. He's coming. Like it's only a matter of time. It's coded. It's done.
gonna
It's
happen.
happening.
Coded.
I'm not. We
Programmed.
haven't talked to him. I'm not like saying that we've like confirmed anything. I'm just saying like
It's a
it
vibe,
just
man.
has to happen. It's just it's too natural to not happen. So it's only a matter of time before he owns a ThugBird and he recognizes it publicly. I'm just saying that.
It's
I
recognizable.
was
Yeah,
hoping I was hoping that by redoing the Dog Pound song, I was hoping that would maybe get his attention. So I don't know, maybe we need to get a few birds to retweet that Dog Pound remake we did, and maybe he'll pay attention to it. That might get him to listen or something. So, just word to the wise.
Hey, with a strong
Oh,
community.
could you imagine
man.
we do a black and gold bird and Drake puts it as profile picture?
Forget about it.
Man,
Forget about it. See, but the good thing with celebrities and the bad thing is kind of like we was talking about earlier. Like, it's good to have the eyes on them, but if they're just getting it to flip it, like, I mean, I'm sure y'all want the same way. You want the name and everything to last. Not just hey we hit a good hype floor
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then boom.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's like a club. I mean, it's like a club that you would be in. We're all right now in the same club that Waka Flocka's in. So you would
Mhm.
hope that other people would want to join that club and stay in that
100%.
club.
Yeah. It's also like it would be. It's really like all been organic, right? And like if we can continue it being organic, that's the way. That if like a celebrity like interacts with your community, that's obviously way better than just like a random Twitter post. So I think like it's pretty easy to just buy like attention from a celebrity, but um, if we can like organically attract these types of people to the project and like continue to do that,
Mhm.
then that'll be epic. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Yeah, like actually have them like I'm not saying like buy them out and like get them to be like, "Hey, everybody, check out ThugBirdz," because like everyone knows like it's a shill. But like if they just find it and they go, "Yo, this is sick. I need in on this."
That's huge.
And then they come out and publicly say it, like I think that's what I think that's kind of like, how Illmind approached it and stuff. He cuz he's a lurker, bro. He's on Twitter and Reddit and shit like he's a lurker and he found ThugBirdz organically, I bet. Like and probably went like, "Yo, I'm going to get a couple of these for sure." No questions asked. He's been in NFTs for a minute. I think he's had a Bored Ape for a while as his profile. But
Yeah.
I think he there's a good chance like him and like a bunch of other like I think this whole thing is coming together quite organically. I don't think we don't need to stoop so low to be like paying for everyone to shill our stuff, and I think it's cool enough where it's organic, and if the community keeps providing value and it just becomes a nice positive loop, and it's just that everything feeds off each other kind of thing, right?
Yeah, I'll
I feel
co-sign
like
that.
I feel like it's all about that, value creation or just like providing incentives for people to not only, join the community, but like be active within the community. And honestly, I think like at this point, ThugBirdz has set itself up as a sort of community where if you
Oh,
have any if you
you're
have
good.
any uh, musical talent and you're willing to, make it thug themed, you're gonna get what 3,333 or
Thug
maybe
love.
even more people, behind you and supporting your content and followers of your content, and there's some true value to that. And now we got Wakka in the clan. Yeah, exactly. So it's just like it's awesome, and I think the real goal is going to be Jay-Z, since he's had a CryptoPunk as his profile picture for I think for quite some time now. I'm not sure if it still is, but it's like he's definitely buying and holding them as fine art collection pieces. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if
Yeah.
ThugBirdz reaches that status, that sure would be memeing the world we want
Wow.
to see into reality.
That'd be
Yeah,
crazy.
and there's also from our first batch that we pre-minted, like our first launch approach was to pre-mint the NFTs and then just transfer them. So we pre-minted like 800, but the script had like some timeout issues on some of the mints. So there's actually like a couple of the birds that never got minted. I think it's like 20. I know there's I think number 124. So if you go try and find them, they're missing data. So
Wait, so on the floor say we
Mm.
only got 3312. Is that
yeah,
the missing ones?
yeah, that's why. That's
Oh
why.
I was
shit.
wondering. I saw one of those. It's like, they
So
keeping it
those
real, bro. They real thugging
the
over there.
the rest of them will be I think quite a cool idea would be like we make one for each rapper that we think's sick and then try and gift it to them to like get them involved, like an honorary like bird. I
Yeah,
think that
yeah,
could
yeah.
be pretty
That'd
cool.
be sick.
That would
And
be
we can
cool.
have it like a community, like someone can design something, I don't know, like we could make it pretty cool and then
Yeah, they
save
each
them
gotta
for
have
like,
their own song.
Geared straight to. Oh, that'd
yeah,
be dope too. Get some birds on the track with them. Be like, listen, listen, listen.
Some birds.
No, so I had a
but yeah,
question for you, Thug, because I was trying to get Jordan as well, which he was the initial person to, I guess, email. He said, I guess, Wakka's like manager on that one. How did that come to play? You know what I mean? What can you tell us in that nature? But was it just, hey, you know what I mean? Have you seen the hype? Did the manager stuff like that? Kind of like we were talking about beforehand. Just see on Twitter like, the hell is going on with all these caws? Like, what are these birds doing? Like, I'm interested. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like, what happened with that story?
yeah. So Jordy, he reached out to me like a while ago, and I had been talking to him. He's said he had like a whole bunch of contacts in the hip hop or like music world, and he thinks like some of these contacts like could find the project pretty cool or whatever. So I was like, okay, but then we never really like connected on. We never really found anyone that we like wanted to reach out to. So when we like tweeted about Wakka, he reached out and he was like, "Yo, I might know like um Wakka's like NFT guy or his manager or something like this. I could reach out and ask." And I was like, "Well, yeah, dude. Like, if you want to
Why
ask,
not?
like, go ahead."
Yeah.
Yeah. So then he like asked and he gave me this contact. Wakka actually tweeted about this guy called Chef. I guess he's like his NFT. Like he helps him out with the
His
NFTs
go-to.
and make sure
NFT advisor.
yeah, like an advisor. So I hit up Chef on Discord and yeah, they said they like dig the birds. And yeah, like it was epic. Like when he tweeted that the floor price basically shot from like 12 to like 35 sol. So that kind of broke us into this price range we are in now. And I think as the number of like people getting involved increases, like we'll keep working up in price range like that. So I think we've been consolidating. Like the price has been chilling for a while now, and yeah, like hopefully we gotta try get Snoop or someone this week, maybe Mike Tyson.
Mike, that'd be dirty too.
Right.
Yeah, Mike. I still need to get that Mike meme out.
Mike
Mike
loves
Tyson
birds,
makes
bro.
sense too, man. Yeah, like
He
that show
loves
was
them.
so funny, dude. I don't know if you guys have actually watched that show. It's hilarious.
Which
Yeah,
one?
The Mike Tyson
Oh, the cartoon one.
dude. It's so funny, dude. It's hilarious.
Is it
He
on the
needs a bird
list?
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Keep the
like
list.
it's like
With it.
it's like Scooby Doo, but like crazy. It's so funny, man. It's so funny. It's Mike Tyson Mysteries. That's what it is.
Mike Tyson Mysteries. I like it.
Yeah, you gotta watch that. It's so funny.
So one more question on the and technically I think it's Dr. Waka Flocka. He has a doctorate. I looked it up. It's an
What?
honorary one, so it is doctor. You know,
Oh.
if you ever watching Sir Dr. Waka, my bad.
Damn.
We you know,
Dr.
you try to
Waka
keep it
Flocka.
respect it. You know what I mean? We're trying to throw respect on it. But no,
Dr.
I was gonna
Waka.
say because I think I read in the Discord chat like I mean, was it like gifted to him? Did he buy it? Because I'm pretty sure someone said like their buddy's bird got like bought and like they weren't really expecting it. They're like, oh shit, like that's the bird. What was it actually bought organically? You know, was it one of those hey, you know, thank you, you know, welcome, gifted type of things that you were speaking before? How did that happen? Do you know?
Yeah, they reached out and they were like not really familiar with like Soul NFTs. So I recommended like Phantom Wallet, and then yeah, I sent them like a floor bird, just as like a like a gift basically.
Hell yeah.
But that's like something I've I've not reserved that only for like high status people. I generally like if people get involved in the community, I generally like send them a bird every now and then. So yeah, I mean,
let me see the Twitter. Go ahead, my
yeah,
bad.
I'm definitely, yeah, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. I was saying, go ahead. I was looking up. I forgot the guy's name, but he had to sell one of the birds. You know what I mean, for his rent and everything. And someone gave him one. I'm like, bro, that's fucking strong.
That's crazy.
Man. That's strong.
That's
That's
huge.
a tight community, bro. Like he's I'm a diehard for us for that. I'm like, dude. Even my buddy's
He's
like,
a
bro,
ThugBirdz,
you see
bro.
that?
He's
I'm like,
a
dude,
ThugBirdz.
that's
Okay.
the community, dog. That's what's
Yeah,
up.
it's happened a couple of times where like someone would complain or like be like, oh, I really am missing out on the ThugBird like community, and then someone would just give them like this $4,000 gift, and it's like
You know, it's like, what?
everyone really is just like looking out for each other. It feels like, I mean, the community seems to always like want to look out for each other, and yeah, it's pretty sick.
That's wild, bro. And it's only
Mm.
4,000 right now, by the way.
By the way,
So that's a big gift.
Yeah.
Like,
Huge.
climb.
But nah, that's crazy though. That's how it's
He must-
supposed to be though. That's a real community.
Yeah, for sure. I was gonna say he must be like Sass. Sass is like a beanie whale. He has like 12. He's got like
Like,
12
Sass
beanies.
loaded.
He's loaded. Like it's gotta be
Sass
someone like
loaded, man.
Sass who's just like Here you go.
Yeah.
Take a bird. I got it at 2.
Yeah,
I
there's
saw
one guy
someone
with like
post a
60
wallet,
with 60
crazy.
of them.
Yeah, there's
60
someone
of
with
them.
60, 65 in their wallet or something, unless they sold a couple. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
65. Yeah, 65.
I mean,
that's
but
crazy.
then again, I respect it because if you got 65, that mean you bought it when they were like peanuts, like 4 saw, 5 saw. So that mean you truly believe to scoop that
Well, you
many.
gotta like that, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. No, that's what I was saying. Someone sold me. I'll never let this go. I'll be talking about this for years, bro. I swear to God. Some person, poor soul, sold me their silver chain, P2P, for 3 sol. I was like, what are you doing? Give
Was
me
it like
that.
early in the like when it first dropped, or was it out for a while?
Yeah, man. It was it was the Discord days. Like I remember Thug in the Discord.
yeah.
Like Thug, the guy in the chat now doing peer-to-peer escrows.
Yeah.
I've been here since then, and I was buying like I said, silver chains from people on peer-to-peer with probably Thug in the escrow and shit. So like it
Yeah.
was crazy, man. Like people would just let him go. I guess they didn't. I don't know.
Pape, it's the pape, spaghetti.
Apes.
Spaghetti hands. That's hilarious.
Spaghetti.
What are y'all thoughts with the Audius and ThugBird kind of thing going on? I don't want to say that it's not a partnership or anything like that, but I thought that was huge. When it came out, what are y'all thoughts? And what was your thought, Money, when I'm probably just call you Money instead of P Dot. You know what I mean? Yo, Money.
That's cool. Yeah.
What was your thoughts when you were like, oh, yo, it's gonna be my beat? Like, I thought that was huge for.
I was like, yeah, I need to get my
ThugBirdz
beat in
Army.
on this. This is perfect. I got a sick beat. Let's do this. And like, I don't know, it all just came together in that, you know that Thug label chat, and there's a bunch of artists in there, and I was like, yeah, I got a beat right now, like on deck. Let's get it. And it was pretty huge. I've shout out. I think it's Michael from Audius. He's the guy who really kind of put it all together. You know, everyone kind of added in everything, but like, I was just pretty stoked to be a part of it and provide a beat. I was like, whatever. Here you go.
Monkey, you got any like input on that? Like, was it like audience just knowing the vibe of everything, or because I guess like, I was in the chat beforehand, because I mean with the Thug chat on that one, I was basically, honestly, I was super late on that one. But like,
that's my fault.
No, I'm not a rapper, man. Y'all good, bro. Y'all good. But I guess, do you know why audience wanted to do it with that, or I mean, what was
Yeah, I mean,
the mindset behind that?
yeah. So I almost see the contest as a sort of like capstone on like the very first track that New Dumb Money released on Audius for ThugBirdz, in terms of like that relationship that ThugBirdz and Audius have had. It was like that was really the start of something special. And personally, I'm as so I guess generally community managers are like Discord mods or Telegram mods. But when I joined Audius as like a community manager, like I guess that's officially my role. But like some of the things I've mainly been contributing have been like creative content for the community.
Memes.
And then
Meme lord.
yeah,
Memes.
which is really just memes. Yeah.
What he means is memes. He's a meme lord, everyone. That's just like corporate speak for I make
and
memes.
A good one.
and so when I saw New Dumb Money's second track, because I didn't even know about the first track, it was under my radar. I mean, I had heard about ThugBirdz, but I was just kind of like worn off on like NFT mints in general. But like I heard that track, I had to get myself a ThugBird, and then I actually felt the need to bring it to life with a song or with a video. I meant because it just seemed like that would be what like Anatoly would retweet or something like that. Like I guess I just kind of think under that frame of reference, like what would Anatoly retweet?
Yeah.
Because that's usually something that's good for the overall Solana community. But
For sure.
yeah, and so I started just making like some videos for over like all the different ThugBirdz tracks, and then I saw that I think New Dumb Money was the first rapper, and then I think it was Not on NFT that like came out with like a second track. And then when I saw like, oh wait, there's more, like, oh, this can be something big, I started to realize like, okay, I think we got to get something together here. So then I actually made the Thug label. I think we went through tons of titles there, like the Flu Tang Clan, and
Yeah.
yeah, but a flock called Quest. I think that was a pretty good one. But yeah, like it was like like people started. I think a bunch of rappers probably started to hit up like Thug, and then Thug started adding a bunch of people that were like rappers, or also New Dumb Money was getting hit up by like
Some
people
big
that were like,
names, I guess,
yo,
so.
like how can I do this? And then I think people realize, oh wait, yeah, it's literally just I can just go on this platform, upload it, and then share it, and then these people will like hype me up on it or whatever. And I think that built a pretty strong little group there. And then I think it was ultimately like we were saying like, yo, like a contest would be awesome. And then we started, like, I think right around that time, some of the other Audius folks had started reaching out to ThugBirdz because of all the noise we had made. And it was just like perfect because we had the group chat already set up, and we were just like, all right, yeah, what are the specifics? And at the end of the day, it was coming up with the track and with the artwork, and the NFTs that would be given. But yeah, overall, like I was just so like happy with how fast everything went. Like I think it's been a month since you posted the track New Dumb Money, and it's just like here we are. It's just a quick turnaround time. And yeah, I guess personally, like I guess I was saying earlier, community management, like it doesn't necessarily have to be that sort of role, like the traditional like Discord moderating, because at the end of the day, you're just trying to get the community like strong, active, and going. And so I think there's just a ton of opportunity to like continue to get the community like super engaged through creative efforts. And And ThugBirdz, I think, is kind of a pioneer in that.
No, 100% on that one.
Yeah, it's
Hell
awesome.
yeah, it is.
I think it's awesome. Were you
Yeah,
gonna say something?
It's just like, yeah, go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say that, yeah, and I think, like, I guess personally, I guess to understand, my professional or my audience related, ambitions, my goal is kind of to make audience like, like a critical or just like a core component of the Solana culture ecosystem. And I think this is like NFTs are one of the most like effective manifestations of like Web3 culture. And so yeah, I'm really happy to see like audience embracing NFTs. And I think like you guys may have seen, like, I think it was like 2 weeks or a week and a half before the contest that like Audius announced Phantom integration and airdropped some custom NFTs to those Phantom wallets that were connected by the
Mhm.
time. But like, that should give you a glimpse as to like the sort of ambitions that Audius has with NFTs. And I think there's a lot of opportunities that have been expressed already, which is like by like, Audius like CEOs and whatnot, in terms of like allowing artists to like sell NFTs only to their followers, or like, limited edition certain things. Like, I know that it gets talked about a whole lot, but yeah, I think those things are definitely on the roadmap for Audius, and this is just like the perfect start to it all, I think.
No, 100%, man. That'd be sick. Cause I was thankfully I was one of the ones that got one of like the airdrops. Cause one of my buddies, I was shoot, that was maybe a week, I think, maybe after on the birds. Cause I remember I guess that's when they were trying to upgrade stuff or integrate things like that. Cause I just made my basically profile, and I was trying to update like just everything from the wallet, and they kept on saying try again, try again. I'm like, no, I gotta get this. And finally it worked, and I got one of the the monkeys and Audius ones, which were sick. But yeah, I mean, like, of course, down the road stuff like that, but that'd be a huge thing to do. Like, say if again Snoop comes, or currency, just because we like currency, some of us do. But like, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they sell, I don't know, or they get a million plays, something like that. Yeah, like you said, the followers something have a gift that they made strictly to them. Like, that's huge. That alone brings people wanting to come over to Audius to just listen to it. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah, it's
I
like
think
if
it's
Audius
huge, man.
sets itself
It's
up as
early.
like the easy, yeah, it's like if Audius sets itself up as like the easiest way for any artist looking to mint an NFT and sell it to their fan base, like then that could be really huge. But I think, what Audius is currently facing as it grows is like the network effect, sort of dilemma, or not dilemma, but thing it has to go through in terms of growing its network. Because I don't think this is necessarily a bad thing at all, but there's not a whole lot of like huge artists on like a very limited selection of the artists on Spotify or on Audius. But those artists do tend to be the most active in terms of like, crypto NFTs. So it is a sort of yeah, I don't know. I think there's lots of great things to come.
No, I agree with that. I know, like you said, it's prominent people too. It's not just like, a Gaddis TV who's on there making a track. No, it's what the Skrillex. I mean, people like Russ. You know what I mean? I thought that was pretty cool as well. But like it's bigger names and people like
I saw Mike Shinoda. I saw Mike Shinoda was up on there.
there's a
Yeah.
lot. How did y'all find it? Notorious and Sosa.
How did I
Like Audius
find
and
what?
like Audius. You know what I mean? Was it just like from one of the tweets and stuff like that from ThugBirdz, or
To
how did
be
y'all find
honest,
about that?
it was really from ThugBirdz because I just wanted to put out a song to add to the playlist, and the playlist was on Audio, so I was like, "Fuck it." I made an account just to put something towards the playlist. Like
Yeah.
literally, that's it.
One of my
You dumb, where did you find Audius?
yeah, one of my homies actually
Sorry,
put me on. Yeah, one of my homies actually put me onto it, and it was like I think we posted the Soul Bear song like I think September the 10th. So it was like this month that I discovered it, and I think like the next day after we posted that song was when the news article about Pusha T and Nas investing in it came out. So it was kind of a weird timing that it felt like I got in on something before, you know what I mean? Like
It's one of those. Oh
before
snap!
I saw it
Hold
in the
up.
news, I felt like I got in early on something. But And I still feel that way. I think Audius has, I actually just invested a bunch into Audius and bought a bunch of Audius. So, um, I believe that it's, the music industry is ever evolving. It changes every minute, and the music industry that was 3 years ago is not even the music industry that is today.
Facts. Big
So I
facts.
think that we're a far cry from Tower Records Sunset and fighting over end caps and things like that. So I think that um, the evolution is towards a platform like Audius, and I think that um, you just have to it just has to grow. The ecosystem just has to grow. It just have to get some more artists participating. Um, get some more people in the funnel. Like Sosa just said, he discovered it from ThugBirdz. That's dope. Maybe somebody else will discover it from ThugBirdz, or maybe somebody else will discover it because Katy Perry, right? So I think that the the growth potential on it is huge, and I'm excited to be a part of it, and I'm excited to drop music on it. And I don't take anything too seriously. I don't take music too seriously. I just try to have fun, and audiences seem to sort of allow me to just post my content and have fun and not really worry about anything, right? So that's what I'm enjoying about it is I don't have to like know the mathematics or the science. I can just enjoy creating dope content and then just uploading it. So
Yeah.
but guys, I hate to run. I have a 10:30 I gotta run to. But do you have any more questions for me before I jump off? I love being part of the ThugBirdz. I'm so honored that you had me here today, and I know I'm gonna keep repping. I'm gonna keep supporting the community. If you guys need need anything from me, do not hesitate to holler at me, and we'll make it happen. And Sosa, I think there's a collaboration that you and I got to work on a P-Doc beat.
Yeah. We do. We gotta
I
work.
do
Me and
wanna
Sosa
say
have been
that-
chatting too, but I
Yeah,
kind
I
of
do
ghosted
wanna
him
say
on that because I'm busy.
It'd be
that
like that.
fucking that goddamn beat you made, P-Doc. It was actually hard to rap to that because it was so good. It had so much like it had so much layers to it. There's a
Yeah,
common
it's
there's a fucking common sample in there somewhere. There was a sample you have in there that was also in a common song. I couldn't quite place it, but there's so many layers going on. There's so many layers going on that I had to like stack my voice a ton of times to try to match the I don't want to say volume of the track, but the intensity of the track. So it was dope, man. It was a real challenge
thank you.
because I
I
had sort of had an
appreciate that.
idea in mind. Yeah, I had an idea in mind of what I wanted to do, like a gladiator sort of theme. I already had that sort of in my head. And when so when I started rapping on, I'm like, man, I got to step up. I got to like put a little
Yeah,
more umph into this.
for
So
sure.
anyway, it's dope. It's dope, and I really, again, thank you for having me. And
Where can
if you have
people
any questions
find
for me
you
on my
at?
way out,
Where can people
Yeah,
find you at?
just
Shout you
plug
out
your
on
app.
Twitter.
yeah,
Where,
you can,
yeah.
yeah. Find me on Twitter at Noto NFT, Noto NFT. You can find me on Audius. Just look up the Notorious NFT. And that's pretty much it. I think I just started a Discord server. I'm not quite sure how all that works yet, but you can find that on my Twitter handle. I think if you go to my Twitter, you can find all of the relevant links. So holler at me.
Oh, Notorious, the
Hell yeah.
track you dropped, the Gladiator track, it's fucking fire. I love it. And just wanted to
Thanks,
say,
man.
really appreciate your content, man. Super well produced, super awesome lyrics, super cerebral, intellectual, on point lyrics about the culture. Like I just love that about, especially like everyone here, you guys are great, talented musicians.
Well,
Can't wait to see you guys,
thank you.
flourish.
There's more to come.
Yeah.
There's more to come. I promise you. It's been so much fun doing this that I'm having so much fun. I'm gonna keep doing it, and I'm a big fan of Audius. So if there's anything you need from me in terms of Audius, let me know as well. And we're happy to partner, collab, or just talk. So
For sure, brother.
all right,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Y'all be
Hey,
good.
you have a good one, bro.
See you later,
Yeah,
bro.
cheers, man.
Caw.
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 So I mean, I guess I got another question. We're directed to you, Thug. Do you have? I guess honestly, anyone, even because again, it's for anyone who's in the that Thug label chat. Do you have a certain mindset, or do you see it anywhere going, like particularly, or do you just want to be organic, or I mean, do you see Thug label become an actual thing? You know what I mean? Where hey, there's you got people making the beats, producing, putting it on there, like. What I know it's recent and new, but what is y'all's mindsets? What is your vision? Everyone.
I volunteer to help for that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you did.
I know a little bit about that. I can help.
Well, let us know what you can. You know what I mean? Because again, we're early in the podcast. This might be one of those alpha stages when it's like, oh, people start catching on. Episode 4, 5, 6. Things like that. And next thing you know, they're like, wait a second, these son of a gun said that beforehand. Like that episode 1. Thug gave a little hint on the Flocka thing. And people may not know that. And I was like, I'm like, who is this? Because working on. I can't always keep it on Twitter because Twitter and birds be going. But what type of stuff can you tell us about that, or what visions do y'all have?
Yeah, so like, I had no intentions really when we made that group chat. It was more like get all the musicians together because I know at first it was only like 2, like New Damani, Sosa. You guys were like the first 2 guys, and then as it grew, like we suddenly got a whole bunch of songs on the playlist on Audius,
which is fresh.
and like Monkey got involved, and like Austin from Audius got involved, and then all these artists like started hitting me up, and I just continued to add them. Like I don't really know what we're doing there, but it's like some cool things are happening, right? But yeah, it's like it's sick to create things in this dynamic way, or to not have a set plan. This lack of structure really makes it. I mean, everyone will naturally gravitate towards like the coolest thing that they want to be part of. So I'm
It's
just
like
kind of like, I just kind of got to get everyone in the same room, and then they will figure out where to go. But like a legit label would be like crazy. I don't know anything about like how a music label works, but maybe like a music label for like these new up and coming like artists who are gonna be doing shit on like crypto. Maybe we can set something cool up for them, like
It's very doable. It's very doable. Like starting a label is like really not that hard. It's just like finding people that are really dedicated to progressing the brand forward, basically, right? But the reason why I think it could work so well with ThugBirdz, is because we have like an army of birds.
Yeah.
So like that we can call upon at any time to like at least share something or check something out, so we can make noise whenever we want, basically. And that's a label's number one like problem, is getting a roster of artists that are good enough to present to people like as a roster, and be like just making sure that artists get their fair compensation when it comes down to everything. And a label's job basically is collect royalties for an artist and pay them out appropriately. So there's like a little bit of a management rule there and stuff like that, but it's very doable. Like it's especially if you just know a thing or two and you don't try and overcomplicate things, it can get done no problem, right? I think it's a very cool idea that should be explored. Maybe not at such since ThugBirdz is still in its infancy, if you ask me, right? Like I'd say that it's still in its infancy, kind of. But when we're a little more established, and we have maybe the team of people grows a little bit more, and we know certain people we can lean on, and they're reliable and stuff like that, then it's definitely in the cards, and it's definitely something that can help the DAO. I think.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. That would be like, even general, Monkey and I were talking about it the other day. There's like so much infrastructure missing for like these types of online creators. Like let's say you make a meme for this page and they like retweet it, there should be a super simple way for them to like give you a small tip for that. Things like that, like all of this type of like tooling with these NFTs, it's like a lot of the infrastructure is still open to be built. So maybe like a cool decentralized like music label protocol could be something like cool to work on for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like a label or
Yeah, I
anything
was
like
gonna
that.
say like in the Thug Label chat, it's like it was so spontaneous. So like all the additions, all the people that were added. But at the end of the day, it's a room full of artists, creators, people that just want to do something with their attention, with their brains, with their hands, and their voices, and they literally are just creating things, and it's just very special, like Thugs was saying. But yeah, I think there's totally something like that's really possible would be like, to get some sort of like legal entity that acts as a, label for all intents and purposes, in this decentralized manner for the ThugBirdz, especially with some of the contacts like from Audius that like we have, like Michael in particular. I think he actually like operates his own label. But anyways, the yeah, the protocol or like the missing infrastructure that Thug was mentioning earlier, like even like the ability to swap ThugBirdz for Solana Monkey business, for example. What's that conversion rate? Floor to floor, And it's like, could it be as simple as just going through the Solana, or like is there something more like that, like converting to Solana sort of gets rid of in terms of the value conversion, and so it's like I think very interesting to start to see like what kind of infrastructure could come up where you can just swap anything for anything, like from like an NFT to a service to like derivative art or custom songs or memes or dev work, front end. I mean, it could be anything. But like there's really no Fiverr on Solana or on crypto in general. You can just, get people gigs like that. But I think that's the future of the Web3, small business economy maybe.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like we actually what I'm part of the thread that I'm gonna post just a bit later on. I'm mentioning that we're like gonna hire now a full-time team. Gonna try and get community members to I don't know, basically like offer their skills, and if we can find some guys who are like, or girls or whatever, who are good at certain roles that we need, then we're gonna like pay them like a full-time salary, and that's gonna be the start of like the. So we're coming up now in 1 month, right? Tomorrow's a month since launch officially.
A month?
Yeah, 1 month.
Feels like a year, dude.
It does.
Yeah, it
man.
feels super long. So yeah, it's the DAO has like I've left it in a similar way to the label. Is like leave the DAO without any structure for a month and see what happens. And it has already kind of formed like its own small like culture within the Discord, and I think the community has like maybe changed a bit from the start, not really. So it's like amazing to see all of these people getting in the DAO and listing their skills and stuff like that. So now I feel like we've given it enough time kind of decide the direction that it wants to go in. I think it's clear that like our community is really super focused on the creative side of things, like the music, the memes, the lowriders. Did you guys see those?
Yeah.
Yo. I
Yeah.
cannot wait for the lowriders. I need those
Lowriders.
lowriders.
Yeah. So
That
like
blew
the
my
the
mind. What the
mansions.
hell?
What the
Oh
hell?
my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah. It's insane. And just all the derivative guys we're going to be doing like all of these big derivative artists that we know. They're all going to be doing a like, drop the way we did with Pnug. That's going to be a thing we're going to be doing for the DAO. Um, and yeah, we're basically now going to start forming like a legitimate, not a hierarchy, I would call it, but a leadership structure in the DAO with certain members voted, or they can volunteer to like serve on this DAO's like team of decision makers basically. And then like the Meebits DAO on Ethereum, you can buy a founder NFT and then you're a founder. So that's this leadership role. And then if you just buy a normal NFT, you can stake that to your founder, and then that gives the founder the ability to vote for you. So for instance, like you guys are all like trusted community members. So I would feel comfortable if I was just joining and I couldn't, and you know, like I had to choose someone to represent me. I could stake my NFT with one of you guys for a vote, and then that way, like a small team of trusted like community members, right, can
Like a delegate, I guess. Yeah, yeah. It's like
yeah,
a delegate
yeah,
system.
kind of is like that. It's really interesting because then you can have it's inefficient to have 1,000 people voting on every decision. It's way better to have 10 people who can quickly jump on a call and say, okay, what do we think about this? What do we think about that? And then
Yeah.
have like a weekly discussion on the future. And we are busy with a roadmap and a website. And now with this full-time team, these leaders can basically direct that teams, right? So that team will be at their disposal. So we won't need to rely on just contributions. We'll have a full-time team. Like if we need a design for the podcast, then we'll do that. If we need a flyer for this, we'll get someone to do that. If we need someone to make the bot, like the devs can make a bot. So yeah, we're basically just gonna pimp out the ThugBirdz Discord. We're gonna merge probably the old one in this week into the ThugBirdz. There's like
Nice. I like that.
I think that's
support that.
yeah. There's like there's a lot of people who like kind of were in the old one but are not active anymore. So the DAO is a great way to just cut that out, right? So so we'll keep the DAO nice and lean and like remove anyone, or just keep them in like a general chat, right? But the holders will still have their exclusive area.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're gonna finally get things like operating, which is exciting because I think there's a lot of ideas that have come up. Like this label thing, for instance, that's like a really good. There's probably like 10 ideas that I'm speaking to now with different people like this. So it's like,
yeah,
I'm just excited for this thing to really grow. Like we had Brett Harrison on Discord yesterday for about half an hour.
That's huge.
That was big.
Yeah, the FTX guy. He's like super friendly, and we like talking to those guys about their marketplace. I think that's really gonna be huge. I mean, cross-chain marketplace, especially with wormhole out now. I think the cross-chain future that we're always talking about is suddenly like upon us. Like we're gonna all be cross-chain, back and forth, and that's, I think, better for everyone.
Yeah, man. I brought my Glicks over to Solana, bro. My
yesterday you
Glicks.
brought what, 2 or 3 over?
Did it work?
Yeah, 3. It worked flawlessly. The first time though,
Wow.
I couldn't use the token picker. I just had to go to the contract address and then get my token ID. It's like literally 30 seconds of work. But the second time the token picker worked, but it was flawless. I brought my Glick picks over. I went into the bastard Discord. I was like, guys, like I got the first Glick picks on Solana. They were pretty stoked about it. So yeah, man. It was flawless.
Awesome.
I love it. I like it was so easy. I was like, wow, like this is really, really, really easy. So
yeah, so I just think that's gonna unlock, like, I mean, all of a sudden everyone from Ethereum can just hop onto Solana, and I mean,
it's huge.
it's like it doesn't have to be. This is one thing I need to say. It doesn't have to be like the monkeys versus the thugs, or the degen apes versus the monkeys, or Ethereum versus Solana. Like everyone's got this, like, it's either me or like no one else. Like fuck
Humans
everyone
are so
else.
tribalistic, bro. They just do that. You know what I mean?
It's insane. It's insane.
Do
but
that
like,
when they're not creating anything. When
That's
they're
it.
just like bored. They don't know what to do with themselves, and they're like, oh, I gotta criticize someone
That's
else's
it.
art or work.
That's
it.
what we reach out to all of them. We'll have them all on the podcast because it's a whole Solana thing. Again, it's a ThugBirdz, it's
Yeah,
Solana,
yeah,
and
yeah.
crypto. So
You don't want no smoke with
Yeah.
us. They
The
know
rap
that. I
battles,
think
we'll leave
this-
that going ham. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I think the wormhole and FTX, it's gonna be great for like world peace
Oh,
on the NFT or the
World
cryptocurrency
peace.
space. Like, let's all relax. Like,
Like,
it's all the
chill.
same thing, you know? It's all the same.
Yeah, it is for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely not moving any ThugBirdz over to Ethereum.
I'm not
Oh,
doing that
hell
either.
no.
I'm doing the other way. I'm going the
The
other
other way, I also think,
Getting
I mean,
off
I
the
think,
highway.
Yeah,
yeah,
Off the highway.
it's a one way.
it's too much gas. Gas costs too much on the highway.
That gas,
Yeah.
man.
But
One
when
way
do you
highway
think
out
the
of gas.
wormhole is gonna be like up, or is it already up?
It's up.
Yeah, it's up.
It's up. I used it. It's perfect. It's good to go.
Ooh.
Yeah,
We need to
and I
start
brought
promoting that
like
more.
some of my Ethereum NFTs are sitting in my Phantom. Like it's
Wow.
sweet with all the
The
all
attributes
the
and stuff too.
yeah, everything is there.
Wow.
It's like on
Wow.
Ethereum. It's crazy. It's crazy sick. It blew my mind. I was like, I've been thinking about this for months. I was like, why? Like, what am I gonna do? I have so many NFTs across like these two
Oh my
chains,
God.
and then all of a sudden, like another Sam company just comes out and goes, "Here you go, Patrick. Here's what you needed." And I'm
Here you
like,
go.
wow, and it works perfect. Like I love it. It's amazing.
That's big.
And I can
Yeah.
list them. I can list. They're sitting in my wallet. If I go on a site like Digital Eyes, I can sell them.
You can
Like
actually
they're
list it.
they're
Wow.
obviously not verified, right? Because it's like that's not even
Not
like a
part of the
thing yet.
collection.
Because I'm sure,
Does
you
it have
know,
its own
like,
group like thing, or is it just like listed there? Or
no,
like,
it
what?
says it. It's like on the Glick Picks, like it says Glick Picks number 0222 or something like that. And
Nice.
it's just like a Solana native NFT, but it on like sites like Digitalized, it says unverified, obviously, right? Because they'll have to like somehow find a way to but Wormhole has a way to verify the legitimacy of a cross-chain NFT. So you
Wow.
just type in the token ID and on Wormhole, and it'll tell you, like, I'm sure someone's building an automated way to do this for the platforms or whatever, but for now, like, it is possible to verify a cross-chain NFT on Digitalize is legit by just going to Wormhole. It's like mind-blowing stuff. I'm like, what the hell? Like, this is crazy. Like,
Everything's
This is crazy.
crazy. Everything's crazy.
I can only
Yeah.
imagine the
Like,
coding and
it's just
everything.
like random people just working together. Like, how is any of this actually working? Because
mhm.
I don't know, ThugBirdz, like there's so many people involved, but it's like, how does
They all
like
have a
I don't know. It's
certain
just
mindset,
crazy
yeah.
that everyone just wants to get involved.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like even
Yeah.
with the Thug label, that was just something random. Like even if it's not an actual label part, like what you just said, like even if it's just the community strong, and then like the DAO decides, hey, you know what I mean, Sosa's been going ham with the beats, going hard like that. You know what I mean? Let's have him on the podcast, or have it, when the ThugBirdz shout him out, like one of those, because those could be huge, let alone itself. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was awesome on that one. You can say something, Sosa. My bad. Don't
No, I was
don't
just
pluck my
saying.
wings.
I was just saying. I feel like a lot of people just tapping in and actually doing stuff without being asked is because ThugBirdz is a project with a personality. Like ThugBirdz, it embraces like the hip hop side, the urban side. You know what I mean? So people who fuck with that stuff naturally in their real life, they could easily align themselves with this. Myself in particular, I like rap, and I see this thugged out bird. He got the
Dang,
drip. Like
Yeah,
it's
for
easy
sure.
for me to want to deal with this type of project because I think it's genuinely cool. And rappers and anyone else who's into that kind of stuff don't feel the same way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, that's what made that song. That first song, Thug didn't come to me and go, "Yo, can you make a ThugBirdz song, bro?" He didn't even know I
Yeah.
existed. I was just like,
Yeah.
"Yo, I'm gonna do a song because this is sick." Like it's just like every bird has a favorite rapper, and they're all good
That was
rappers.
sick.
Okay, they're all
Yes,
like
bro.
they're good rappers. So I was like, okay, like these guys like this type, like the old school shit kind of. So like,
Yeah.
or like at least like lyrical shit, like not like the new like hype turn up stuff, which is fine, right? But like this is my sauce kind of thing. So it's like I'm just gonna make a song and like and just like I hope they like it because like whatever, right? And everyone ended up loving it. But that Sosa, man, that's like 100% true. Like that I just felt compelled. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking make this song, whatever. I wasn't expecting anything. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like everyone's contributing like that because like they really feel like, this community is going to go places and they're proud to be a part of it,
Yeah. I just think it's like, I even tweeted about it yesterday. It's like, if you make a fucking lowrider for the thugs, like I'm going to retweet you and everyone else will like also support you. If it's like something that's cool and not, some of these rip-offs are a bit annoying, but like something that the community is actually doing, like Pimp My Thug, Robbo, with
that
like
shit was
he did all of that himself, right? So
Golden Nut
that's
Gang.
like,
Shout out to Robo.
yeah, it's like that's just like exactly what I wanted from the very beginning. Just like people spontaneously doing stuff and then it looking sick. That the guy who's making, I don't know if you've seen those like golden, like I don't know how to describe them, but they're these like golden haired like thugs. He's the same. It's the same guy that made the lowriders. That something with an M. I
Is it
forgot
the
his
like Dragon Ball Z hair?
Nah, he's got this like little fat like orange thug in his profile picture. I'll check. I'll actually go on Twitter real quick. Yeah, but he made this thing that we're dropping to everyone this week. It's pretty sick.
To everyone.
Yeah, everyone in the DAO.
There you go, Solana, ladies and gentlemen, Solana. Just joking, just a ThugBirdz, y'all. Just a ThugBirdz.
I love that effect board, dude. It's amazing.
Ladies
You
and
don't
gentlemen,
use
boys and
that
girls,
thing enough.
now
That thing
live,
is
the
amazing.
ThugBirdz. See, that's when it comes when you get everything. All in due time, y'all. All in due time.
Yeah, it's methylen. Methylen. Yeah, methylen. Yeah. But yeah, it's like those. I mean, it feels like these smaller little creators, like the derivative guys. I mean, we have this community so active and like so supportive that like anyone who is thinking of starting or like contributing anything, just like do it, and then you'll probably get a really good reaction from everyone. So it's like kind of an easy win, really. If
as
you
long
have
as
some,
it's like you got like a you got a good
gotta be
heart,
worth it,
right? You're not trying to like just take everybody's
just rip off
Solana.
our
Right?
community. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can always tell. It's like
Yeah.
Rob, he just like gave stuff away, and I mean, everyone is just like making things for other people. You can tell when it's a genuine thing or a cash grab, like maybe some of these fast food things. But it's like these things make the community really special, and it's also making it like a lot more accessible. Like you can buy maybe one of like a derivative or something from someone for super cheap, or even if it's unrelated to ThugBirdz, even if you just see an artist from our Twitter and you decide to follow up and get something from them, it's like the community just grows together, So I think it's amazing that everyone's working together. I really hope it continues, and I think it will. And I think it will. I think the community is going to create some pretty crazy stuff together. So I'm really excited.
Me too. I'm excited too. It looks like I'm really excited. Like if we've done this in a month, just imagine, 2, 3. It's gonna be crazy.
That'd be awesome. And,
I'm telling them, delist the thugs, man. Delist them. What are you doing?
Man,
try to tell them.
I showed one my buddies, because I'm still pretty newish in the crypto NFT, world. And I showed one of my buddies. It was one of the spotted. I think he had a chain and earring. It went for like 24 grand. And my buddy's like, "What the fuck are you doing, bro? Sell that." I'm like, "Bro, you don't understand. Like, one, I only have
Got no
one.
vision, bro.
Two, if I list it, like, I'm not in the down. I'm not a thug, bro. Don't forget something like it's
I'm
like
out.
now, like that's that's when it's actually like, it's like, that's when it's building something, you know what I mean? Because, yeah, it can be, oh, hey, I sold it for 20, I bought it at 3. Of course, great, good come up, you know what I mean? But, I see it in the long
Long-term,
haul, you
man.
know what I mean? Like, literally,
That's the
it's like,
thing.
yo, like, why not? I'm like, dude, because, bro, 6 figures, yeah, it might be dreaming, big time might be dreaming, okay? But,
That's not dreaming.
bro, like,
That's not dreaming.
and that's what I'm feeling. But of course, no
It's not
financial
dreaming.
advice.
Like, think about it. Dude, we already had like one. What's the biggest sale, guys? What is it? Like you said, like what is it?
180, 185.
Yeah.
Whoa,
So
185.
whoa,
Not even-
185.
Since when?
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't
Not
know,
even
like,
going
like
off of that.
So
Jeez.
like
Damn,
so think
son.
about it. That's what I'm saying. So like 6 figgies, dude. We're already like
As long
what
as
is
the
that, a
community
quarter
stays
way
strong,
there? Like,
everyone and everything, like, yeah, there's 100% potential.
long term, man, I'm telling you, like it's just people are just going to be forced to look from the outside in, or they're going to be forced to buy in either way, because we're literally just going to keep making stuff and making more noise, and everyone's just going to have to deal with it in one way or another. You're either going to be in it, or you're going to have to
Facts.
like you're going to have to mute
have to deal with it.
ThugBirdz on fucking Twitter, and then your timeline's going to suck. So I don't like.
Nothing. I gotta.
I think
Oh, go ahead.
I think an interesting thing to point out too is the fact that even though there's less ThugBirdz than Solana Monkey business, there's more unique owners. At least this was true as of last week, and that right there just goes to show like how hard the community goes, because it's like means more bodies, means more different accounts that are like creative bodies. I mean,
Sure.
humans.
Mhm.
No, I think it's awesome.
yeah. And I think it's a indication of like most of the sales on the sales bot, they're like above floor. They're like 30s and 40s and 50s, or not most, maybe like, but a good portion of them at least. Because and that's really a good signal. Like people are buying more for long-term type of.
They want something sweet when it moons. They don't want a floor bird.
Exactly.
Floor bird. They want a friggin'. They want
Hey,
some
there's
gold
nothing wrong
chains,
with
They say,
bro.
I'll take a floorboard, man. Shoot,
Nothing
I got lucky
wrong
with
with
I'm
mine.
kidding. I'm
floor
kidding. I've got a couple floor birds. It is what it is.
I only have
I
floor
was
birds.
sweeping at like 5 soul. I
floor birds.
remember. Poor things. But no, like people
Yeah.
that is a good signal, because people when they see long-term stuff, they want something of value. They want to be able to check the rarity chart in 6 months, and go like, yeah, dude, I've got a rank 150. And like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, and that's why they're not scooping floor. Like, floor is fine. Like, if that's what you can afford to get in. I'm not hating on the floor birds. I'm just saying that, like, like,
Shit, I can't even afford
there's
a
the
floorboard,
value.
man.
The
Pull it
value
over
really
here.
is in the rarities. I think for this, like, because I've seen some birds where there's one bird I keep seeing in Discord. It's got gold shades, gold chain, gold earring, and then like it's like a purple bird. I'm like, dude, I don't care what rank that bird is. That is like rank
Fire.
number 1 bird to me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Iced
then,
out
like,
bird.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I gotta head out. Got another call now, but yeah, this was sick as always. Yeah, I'll definitely be back next time for the next podcast.
Oh yeah, dude. Thanks for coming out.
All right,
Man,
Doug.
appreciate it as well. Thought you as well. Where do they find you at? If they don't know already.
I'm mainly just at ThugBirdz. Like, if you want to talk to me, just hit me there. I don't really spend that much time on my own account. I'm gonna probably get someone to maybe do the ThugBirdz Twitter. At least like when I'm asleep, because it's like waking up. You miss ton, like if you just offline for whatever 6 hours. So I'll get
Scrolling
someone who lives on.
notifications.
Yeah, dude, that's like the way to stay on top of Twitter is just stay on the notifications page and like just wait for
Always.
shit to come. Then that's like if you've got time, that's what you do. But like, dude, fuck, I can't do that every day. Like those days are over.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways,
Okay, man.
I'll speak to you guys again this week. And
For sure.
yeah, thanks for having me.
Hey,
Oh, yeah,
likewise,
dude.
man. Have a good rest of the
Thanks, Keith.
night.
Cool. Peace.
Caw. All right. Last one more, I guess, question before we wrap it up in general. Kind of based coming back around to the music spot. And basically, it's really what includes as a, I guess, a real entry for the audience contest, because we've seen, people just having the beat on there and just.
People have asked me this a couple times, and honestly, man, it's just a vocal performance. That's the best way I can describe it. They're like, some people have asked, "Yo,
like the whole
should I do
song
16?
or, yeah.
Should I do a 30? Or like, do I do the whole song? Do I make a song out of it?" It's like, just do a vocal performance on it, okay? And if you blow us out of the water with a completely structured song that's got a hook, and you chop the beat up to make it sound like you wanted it to, and like you went the extra mile, and it just sounds sick. Like, do I really have to explain? And then like, if it's a low effort, like, and we're just seeing on the other side of the spectrum, we're just seeing people like fire up. I guess like they're just like I think it was Monkey or Thug said they're like breathing into a mic, or like they're just like saying like just to count as an entry. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, if you really want this ThugBird, bro, get in the studio and do your thing. And if the good stuff rises to the top usually. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just got to be a vocal performance on that beat, and the top two in the judges' perspective are gonna get the ThugBird.
So
it's like there's no fine print on the contest, about like what does and doesn't count as an entry. But the contest name is rapper/vocal contest, and so I think like there are some entries that may count as like a no contest. That being said, I did hear one entry that was just a remix, like a techno remix of the beat, and I thought that was creative enough to maybe like count as a performance, just because like there's A for effort, but like there like there's some that literally just reposted the track, nothing at all added, and that right there is like no contest in my opinion.
That's not an entry. I'm pretty sure everyone would agree it's not an entry. It's I don't think that needs to be.
For the people who aren't like music based, like say there's a random person, for instance, my buddy, you know what I mean, who's not really an NFT game or anything like that. I'm like, bro, spit something on here, you know what I mean, and he puts it on his laptop just over something like that. Like, is it the full song? You know what I mean? Is it, hey, he does half the song? Because I mean, of course, if the effort's put into it, if it's just yo ThugBirdz, yo, nah, that ain't no entry. You know what I mean? But if it's something
if he wants to do half a song, do half a song. If he wants, you know what I'm saying? And like it's easy enough like to fade out a beat and call it a day in a hip hop track. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like if you just want to do a 16 and then call it a day, that's fine too. But
yeah, I mean, if they're really trying to go low effort, I mean, at least throw some cacao in there. I'm thinking like that'll be good.
Get some cacao ad libs going and stuff like that.
Something. Trying to think and ask questions for the people that don't know, because again, I'm on the same page, but I don't want no low effort stuff, anything like that. But if at the same time, if it's just, again, I don't even know the 16s, 30s, beats, stuff like that. If it's, I don't know, I want like the regular people to be in it too. I don't want them to be them like thinking, oh snap, like it got to be fire, stuff like that. Granted, like you said, whoever has the best track, you'll win. You know what I mean? It's worth it to it. But
or
again,
like if the mic sucks, like if all you have is a phone, but like your lyricism is like exceptional, I don't care about the mic. 100%. You know what I'm saying? Like if your lyricism is just exceptionally amazing, but you can't afford a studio, I don't expect you to go to a studio and make the production shine, right? It's about vocal performance. And it's the same thing with singing. Like I can tell through a shitty mic if you can hold a note or not. Usually, right? Like but like it just depends on your vocal performance, and that's the emphasis of the contest. The beat's just to give you like a something like something to go on, but it's up to you. Like even if it's an iPhone mic or like I don't know who has them anymore, but like a 4-track or something, like Yeah, no, it's up to the vocal performance. If your lyricism's on
Bet.
point, man, it's gonna count. Doesn't matter if you're in a studio or not.
Nice.
I think the biggest point is record it on some kind of recording device and put some effort into it. It ain't, you know,
The entry in.
that's all it is.
Yeah, no, I
Same
agree with that. That's
effort
what I want to
into it.
make sure. I don't want the people to be like, oh man, I don't got the studios. Nah, man, just do it. Have fun. You know, do your best. And hey,
Record it on your phone.
Yeah,
Hell
we
yeah.
objective. We could hear it for what it is. Like, we could disregard like recording quality if you speaking that shit. Like,
Yeah, you know. So
it's not that hard.
yeah, man.
hell yeah. Well, there you go. Everyone, make a track. Spit on it. Actually, don't make the track. Just spit on it. And we shall see. It was
Spit
what,
on it.
Wednesday. Wednesday at what was it? 12? Is that when everything's going? Is that when the contest ends, or do you know anything on that?
I'm checking right now. I'm checking it. It ends
Pressure's
on
It was the pretty sure Wednesday.
9/29. The last date to upload your track is 9/29. We will be hosting a live stream to announce the winners at a later date. The NFT send date is also to be determined. Let's go, party emoji.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. On that note,
Hell
guys,
yeah.
I mean, any I guess last questions or anything you got for anyone?
Take it away, bud.
Hell yeah. Till next time, y'all, stay fresh, stay clean, stay positive. Everyone out there, caw. Till next time, you have a good one, man. Thank you, everyone, for coming in, and stay flocking.
Hell yeah.
Deuces.
Signing out.
Later.
Thank you.